So who that? Who that there, brother? Motherfucker, I'm gonna tip this scale like a mother. Welcome, everybody, to the Anthony Cumia Show, Thursday edition, Black Thursday, as we love to call it here, where we just get all the stories that maybe we've missed some of them during the rest of the week, or they've just transpired over the past, 10 minutes. More happenings and hijinks from the Black community here in this country, and sometimes worldwide. We cover some things, but usually here in the United States of America, we get to watch and see what the Black people are up to. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty consistent. I'll say that much. A lot of consistency going on in the community. Want to start right off with the Carmelo Anthony trial. Yes. The murder trial, Carmelo Anthony up on murder charges. They have been coddling this Carmelo Anthony like he's this innocent kid who he was defending himself. They only show pictures of him looking like meh. They don't show the pictures of him, ganging it up with the gang signs and the money and the guns and shit. It's all very calculated. They want Black people to get away with literal murder. But there's a different mindset going on in this country right now. And it has been influenced by what has been called Black fatigue. Yeah, it's a term. And a lot of Americans, regardless, they don't have to be white. They're tired of it. There has been a few decades, or at least over a decade, of just horrific behavior from the Black community. And it did seem to kick off right around Obama's presidency, kind of where it really started. And then it just escalated with the Mike Brown hands up, don't shoot bullshit, the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case, which was a self-defense case. And George Floyd, St. George of Floyd, all these things just emboldened the Black community. And so many whites were like, no, they need to do this. They need this. It's the oppression, and the slavery. And, they're just showing their frustration with the bigotry, oppression, racism, systemic racism. No, it's not washing anymore. People are just done with it. So people are voicing their displeasure with a lot of things going on today. One of which is the just repugnant behavior of members of the Black community. This has reached a level where every single day there are major stories, major issues and problems and deaths, murders, assaults that are coming out of the Black community. And no one has been talking about this for so long. And in the previous iterations of social media, you were fucking canceled if you brought this shit up. I can attest to that. I committed the heinous racist crime of suggesting that Black people, the Black community at large, not everyone, but a majority, I still think, had a problem with the escalation to violence in such a short period of time over such an inconsequential thing. Now, it does my heart good to see a lot of other people now voicing their displeasure with this type of behavior and saying the same things I was saying that got me fired, but it's not getting them fired. It's not getting them removed from social media. And a lot more people are agreeing with this. So it's a good thing. So now we bring ourselves to 2026. We have this Carmelo Anthony trial. And the jury was chosen all white jury. Now, a black jury, statistically, this isn't old racist Anthony at it again. These are statistics. A black jury deciding a case with a black defendant will acquit that defendant at a greater rate than they will acquit a white defendant. Why is that? White juries seem to, you're weighing the evidence because they take race and tribalism into consideration, if not making it the only consideration. They were incapable of weighing evidence and making a decision based on evidence, because that is the core of our judicial system. You wonder why, the scales of justice, that chick with the blindfold, she's standing there, she's got the scales in her hand, and she's blindfolded. The blind justice who is supposed to weigh the evidence. Get it? That's what the scales are for. Weigh the evidence. And the blindfold is so you can't look at someone and go, oh, fuck, that person looks like me. Let me put my finger on the scale here and tip it a little more in their favor. No. That's why justice is blind. It's supposed to be. Well, these motherfuckers, they see a black person and, the blindfold comes out. Who that? Who that there, brother? Motherfucker, I'm going to tip this scale like a mother. It's a lot different. It's not supposed to be that way. But sometimes it is. So it was good to see a white jury being chosen. It just was. I think they are much more capable of making a decision based on evidence than they are to emotionally make a decision based on race. Now, that doesn't mean it can't happen. You load up a jury with liberal white women, you might as well have Black Panthers in the jury box. They just so detest white people. They coddle black people. So I hope that isn't the case. And I do hope they see this case for what it is. A young black man snuffing out the life of a young white man. That's what it is. Carmelo Anthony, who showed up with a knife and a fucking attitude. And when he was faced with people saying, this isn't your tent, that isn't your seat, we are here. Even if they said, fuck you, N-bomb. Even if that was the case, it still does not warrant killing Austin Metcalf. And that would never, in a court with a blindfolded fucking justice, hold up as a self-defense case. Oh, he said something and you stabbed him to death. Yeah, that's murder. That's called murder. It's not self-defense. And let's look at the first clip here. Carmelo Anthony supporters outside court. That's the first one we got. Here you go.
Love, respect, and peace, that's us. 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 Love, respect, and peace, that's us.
Love, what were they saying? I got all
Love,
fussed.
respect, and peace. That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
That was the first.
Okay, well, love, respect, and peace are not what they're all about. There's a lot of hate, a lot of violence, and no respect whatsoever for people with an opposing view. And we see that right here, this black man outside of Carmelo Anthony's trial yelling at white people and getting violent. This is violence. I don't want to hear First Amendment. He's just giving his point of view and vocalizing it. No, this is intimidation in a potentially violent manner. And this is not love. This isn't respect, or this isn't peace. Let's watch this guy.
I'm gonna push you if I get close enough. Push you right into that crane. You heard what I said, cracker. Neanderthal, I don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck you, cracker. Fuck you, cracker. Fuck you.
We gotta get out of the road.
Let's get out of the road, please. Get out of the road, please.
You still a cracker. You still a cracker. You a cracker, motherfucker. You a cracker. You a cracker. He a cracker. You a cracker. You a cracker. You ain't gonna
Wouldn't
get
you
me,
like
cracker.
to be a cracker
I've been trying to
too?
get
Be
you
a
cracker.
cracker.
You ain't gonna get me. Cracker, you. I'm gonna push you.
It's so funny when black people yell cracker like that. Yeah? Well, you a cracker. And then the white guys just got to sit there and go, me. Well, you're. And then everything comes apart at the seams. He's yelling cracker, you're a cracker, cracker this, cracker that, which, by the way, doesn't bother white people in the least. Cracker's funny. It's dumb. It's like it's the 2026 version of honky from the 70s. Imagine someone calling you a honky. It would be funny. That's how cracker is. It's funny to us. But if that guy on the other side of the street would have dropped that N hydrogen bomb, that guy would have started to try anyway to wobble across the street to kick that guy's ass. That's how it works. The white guys are being called cracker. They're standing there with their flags. They got their signs, their whatever slogans they might recite. And that's that. But the black guy's looking, begging for confrontation. And he's surrounded by black women with the free Carmelo shirts and justice for Carmelo. Believe me, because they don't know what the word justice means. They really don't. I want justice for Carmelo. I want there to be a just decision for what he did. And I want a just sentence for what he did. Justice.